This is it, guys. This is the all new 11th generation 2022 Honda Civic. This is not a prototype anymore. This is the real deal, and finally we have had it. The new Civic will look to continue its record as one of the best-selling cars in various markets over the last 48 years. But can it do it? Can it really do it in this day and age where we have saturation of vehicles in all the segments? Would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section, so do not forget. Okay, all right, let's go on. Honda at it again. Take a few minutes to soak the newest member of the Honda family. We'll come back and unravel all the details you need to know, all of that in one place, so do not move anywhere. Get stuck and the brand new 11th generation Civic Sedan is packed full of fresh tech like digital instrument panel, a 12-speaker Bose sound system, and revised look inside and out. The appearance of the Civic inside and out has been simplified, which has fewer design lines, maintaining a more premium look. Isn't that what you found when you were soaking it, right? Now let's just delve down into what Honda has really done for this 2022 Honda Civic. Okay, so Honda, to be able to achieve whatever they wanted to achieve, Honda did things like move the bottom of the windshield pillar back by 2 inches. That makes the hood look longer, giving it more classic proportions. The sharper character line that cuts across the Civic's bodywork connects the front and the back of the car, flowing into the tail lights as you're seeing it. Okay, now this new Honda Civic also has a wider rear track, and this is highlighted with stronger rear shoulder and wide set LED tail lights. The upswept design of the rear meanwhile looks sporty and helps with aero efficiency when it comes to drivability. Now take a look again and you realize that it has a very low belt line. That means better visibility of the car when it's coming or it's approaching. Moving the bottom of the windshield back allowed it to shrink the top of the dash. Okay, so the dashboard is reduced a bit. Side mirrors have moved away from the A pillars for better visibility, and I think that is very thoughtful looking at the past generations. And by making the car a little longer and wider, more than that of the outgoing generations, you just don't get a broader shoulder lines, but also more room for your head, leg, hips, and shoulder inside. So the new Civic is more spacious for all passengers at this point. All of this, when it's done, contributes to one basic thing, and that is that you get a vehicle that is unburdened by the weight of unnecessary design cues, but it looks planted, and Honda tops all of that showiness with available 8 exterior colors, including 3 brand new ones, which is the Meteorite Grey Metallic, the Sonic Grey Pearl, and the Civic exclusive Morning Mist Blue Metallic. Okay, so that is about the exterior design. At this point, let's go have a look inside, and to be specific, the dash and the dials. So not just screens you get, but you get physical buttons too. The interior, as you're looking at, as expected, features more screens. It now includes a 10.2-inch fully digital instrument panel, as you're looking at, and a 7-inch infotainment screen as standard. It is not really massive by industry standards, but certainly bigger than the outgoing generation's screen. For those who want a little bit more real estate, there is a 9-inch infotainment screen which is optionally available. You've got wireless CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, and the touring trims come with standard Qi compatible wireless charging. So that's interesting. Now, just be a little bit particular and have a look at the dash again, and you realize that this Civic still has physical controls for the air condition button as well as volume knob for the sound system. For the first time in a Civic, you can actually have a 12 speaker by Bose. Honda has added a 0.8-inch finger rest at the bottom of the touchscreen to make it a little easier to use. Alright, so these are all done inside the vehicle, but we're not done. Take a good look again and you realize that design wise, premium has been the focus. Although simple, Honda hopes that the honeycomb mesh accent that stretches across the dash looks clean and fancy. So go back again and have a look. It is the main visual attraction of the design and hides air vents which would have otherwise made the uncluttered and harmonious look of the dash. It is simply roomier and more premium inside. Okay. Right, a little bit about what they've done to the driving dynamics, and as mentioned earlier, it is a more involving driving and improved safety vehicle now. And as mentioned earlier, the rear track of the new Civic is a half-inch wider, and while the wheelbase is 1.4-inch longer, contributing to better stability and smoother riding. Despite the added length and width, though Honda has managed to make the 11th generation Civic the stiffest ever by using high-strength steel and aluminum strategically, torsional rigidity has improved by 8%, which is great, and bending rigidity by 13%, which is also good. This is good mechanics for a compact sedan of that size. This has benefits for ride handling and safety, which eventually when we get into the vehicle and test drive we'll be able to ascertain. The 2022 Civic introduces a world first airbag that is designed to reduce brain injuries by better controlling the motion of the head during certain kinds of crashes. Okay, so when you go into the driver's seat and then the passenger seat, there is the donut shaped driver side airbag which will cradle the head in an accident, while a 3-sided airbag, the passenger side, opens like book works similarly. You're probably thinking of whether anything was done to the powertrain. Yes and no. Yes, in a sense that the new Civic comes with two of the same engines, 4-cylinder engines, a 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque, 2.0 liter naturally aspirated male, and then the second one is 180 horsepower, 177 pound-feet of torque, turbocharged 1.5 unit. These are the same engines that sits in the outgoing generations, but what has been done is that the turbocharged engine figures mean it gets a 6 horsepower and 15 pound-feet of torque bump over the engine from the last generation. Okay, and it is not the only thing that has been improved though. It comes with an improved CVT that is mated to both engines and gets lower friction components and improved tuning to better replicate the transmission with gears, and will now downshift as you are braking. Okay, which is as a result of giving you an improved MPG. So all of which has led to slightly better fuel economy. When you are on the LX trims, you get the biggest improvement, and that is with 2 more mpg combined, while the Sport and Touring gives you 1 more mpg combined. So that is how the engine compartment stands, the brain room. And about wrapping up, let's look at some of the advanced driver aid technologies that are imbued in this new Civic. Practically all new cars, at least in the Western markets, come with a host of safety features, and in the Civic's case, Honda Sensing Suite is active and comes with safety technology and has been improved thanks to a new camera that provides a wider field of view than the outgoing or the previous models. The adaptive cruise control has also been improved for a more natural feeling braking and quicker reactions. And ultimately, are you wondering when you are getting the hatchback? Of course, it will come. The 2022 sedan is set to go on sale this summer, and probably the hatch will follow after a few months. Pricing hasn't been stated yet, but we expect it to be a little higher than the 2021 model, which was $22,150 base price. So basically, this is all the details that you need now to make an informed decision if you are retaining or trading in your old Civic. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time until we meet again same time. Bye bye.